Oof. What is going on, guys? How are we all doing? Got another little hardware review today, and it is made by Innokin. Innokin, for me, have always been one of my favourite companies. Their starter kits pretty much outrival any other starter kit out there, as far as I'm concerned. The Innokin T18E, decent battery life, decent coils, actually stand the test of time, they're brilliant. So, they've recently, in the last couple of months, released a dual battery 235 watt mod, and there is this, it's the Innokin Proton. I wanted to do a little jump down, unbox it, how it all comes, etc, etc, my first thoughts on it, what I originally thought about it when I first had it. So yeah, jump back down. So, here is the packaging for the Innokin Proton. Dead simplistic packaging, reminds me a lot of like Apple products. We've got the rainbow one here, 235 watts. On the side we've got Proton. On the back we've got Innokin. On the top we've got Innokin. And turn this around the right way and you've got all your usual warnings, your scratch and sniff authenticity, and a nice little blue tab on this side. Pop it open, you've got the Proton, and very faintly in the background, I don't know if you can see it, we've got the Proton actual logo. It's a little bit like a nucleus. Nothing else on terms of packaging on this. So, dead simple. I really like Innokin's package. It's kind of high-techy, futuristic, simplistic, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, in this box here, you've got all your accessories. And inside this, you get your charge cable. You get a little Proton user manual book with all the menus and all the options that are available on this device. You get a little customer information warranty card. You get a company that includes these into their packaging. Hold that up the right way, it'll probably be a little bit better, won't it? Big thumbs up to everyone that includes these into their packaging, because not a lot of people know about battery safety. But like stuff like Smok, stuff like Aspire and their ones, it's clear in pictures. It's idiot proof. It's idiot proof. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, at least they've included one. Big thumbs up for that. And then you get a Innokin warranty and safety manual in about 1 billion languages, 32 pages long, do you know what I mean? So I'm assuming 32 different languages. Right, move all this out of the way. I'm sure I've got it all the right way up, done it. Inside the box you get a Proton card with a little QR card on it. You get the actual mod. And a nice, anything else in here? Nothing else inside this packaging. So, leave that there. Move everything out of the way. So, got the Innokin Proton mod. My first thoughts on this, it's really plasticky. It feels really flimsy. It just stinks of Chinese takeaway. You've got a side mounted 510, which is, if I can find it, can't find it to prove it, but it is spring mounted. You get a little, nice little, almost nailed back panel, big shiny side panel, and a big clicky side funnel bar, and a nice little solid battery door. It does feel a little bit plasticky, but the base of this, you do have a negative and a positive sticker, and on the top of this, you can't see it. I do think these should be white. I seen a video on Mike Vapes a while back where he wrote positive and negative on in a white like Tipex kind of pen on the top of this. All companies should be doing that, I think, but I like that they include these on the inside. Nice battery door. It's really nice mod. So nice little ODB wraps in there. So positive down, negative down, click it on, you get the Innokin logo come on there, and then it is 3 clicks to turn it on. If you click it once, it's got the Innokin, the Proton logo. Click 3 times to power on. Click it 3 times and you get the nice Innokin zoom in from the back, and a really nice display. That's the one. Really clear display. It feels like it's a car. It feels like so high tech. It is ridiculous. It is innovation. Oh yeah, forgot to mention you do get Innokin on the back there, on the bottom there as well, engraved. It's a really absolutely beautiful clear display. You get 2 dual battery readouts. I would like to know a little bit of voltage that's left in the batteries, or some kind of percentage rather than just a little thing, but at least you've got individual battery markers. You get your voltage that you're pulling from your batteries, and on this side you get your resistance of your coil, and you get what mode you are on the bottom, and obviously what wattage it is or however you're firing it. Does have a little joystick kind of thing, which I didn't like at first, but it has grown on me a little bit. It is very similar to the Innokin's Cool Fire and the Cool Fire series, where to higher or lower your power that you're pushing through, you've got to hold it for a second. Got to make a liar of me now, yeah, until it flashes, and then from that you can put it up in 0.5 increments. And if you click it, it goes up by 0.5, and it goes up really rather fast, all the way up to 235 watts. It does round robin, which is okay, but it's a bit of a pain in the arse as well. So you can just like think you're trying to vape at 235 watts, but you're not really vaping at 6 watts if you don't pay attention. So hide this back up around the 70 watt mark, 73.5, that'll do me. 3 clicks to get into the menu, onto your joystick. You got your coil, and on that you've got your same, which is obviously same atomizer, same resistance, where it comes up with new coil when you screw a new atomizer on it. You've got wattage for normal wattage mode, you've got stainless steel 316 for stainless steel temperature control mode, you've got titanium for titanium temperature control mode, and nickel 200 for temperature control mode. To get back to your home screen after that, quick click on the fire button. 3 clicks to get back into the menu again. You've got your TCR, you've got your curve, you've got your bypass. Then you've got a settings menu there at the bottom. You've got your vape cutoff, you've got your screen timer, you've got your Celsius or Fahrenheit, you've got your colour, you've got firmware. With that, you've got factory reset, firmware update, or just back. That goes back into this. Vape cutoff is how long you can vape for before it cuts off. So you can do all the way to 3 seconds, all the way up to 18 seconds, depending on how long. I don't know anyone who has 18-second goals on their vape, but some people do, you never know. So 73.5 watts. So it's not, I said originally, it's very, very plasticky. Once you've got a set of batteries in there, it feels a hell of a lot more solid. Being a close-up in person with the Innokin Proton, and I am gonna come back up and have a little vape on the little fella. Right, we're back now. Back again up top, the Innokin Proton. I've got a nice little dead rabbit sat on top of it. I have unfortunately lost my fancy little resin drip tip that came with it, and I'm stuck to the black one. I've got 2 just simple twisted coils in here, and it's coming out at 0.19 ohms. Running this at 73.5 watts. Gonna lower it down to 73 or higher it up to 74, because like there's no point in 0.5 increments. No, there's more point in 0.5 increments than there is in 0.1 increments, let me tell you that. But it's why do you want to be at 63.5 watts? Like, why? Do you know what I mean? Why? So very little ramp up time to this device whatsoever. It's almost instant. Like, the second you press that button, it's shooting your mouth full of beautiful, beautiful vapour. Beautiful vapour. It feels and performs quite a lot like Smock, like the Alien, which I'm not the biggest fan of Smock. I've always said it, I'll never will be, but the Alien was something else. It was absolutely amazing at the time when it came out. Pros and cons of this little device. Pros, start with the pros first. It is portable, it's nice and small, it's got a bit of a weight to it, but it doesn't feel too heavy. It's, you know you've got hold of it when you've got it. The screen, it's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really nice. Like, do you know what I mean? It's so clear. It's such a bright screen, but not overly bright. It's got everything in the right places where you need to see. It is, tells you everything you need to know about it at a quick glance. It's not overcrowded. It's really just, everything's just there. It's clean. The ramp up time, brilliant. The battery life, absolutely amazing. I get 3/4 of a day out of this, vaping at 73, between 70 and 100 watts, depending on what I'm using onto it. 3/4 of a day out of it to a full day, depending if I'm on the 70 watt side and the 100 watt side of it. Any other pros, any other cons? Pros, I do like the joystick, and I do like that it's designed in such a way that it's not going to change in your pocket. Like, sometimes you throw your mod in your pocket, you forget to lock the screen. And you go to have a go on it, and it's like either burning hot or it just doesn't fire at all because you've just knocked your wattage. Because, like, let's face it, how many of you rarely lock your screen every time? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good little feature because you've got to hold it in for a second and then it flashes and then you can change all your wattage settings and everything else on it. So for me that's a pro. The battery door is solid. I've dropped this mod a lot, an absolute lot. I was at the Vapor Lifestyle Expo in Manchester, I got back yesterday. Should have a little vlog up with that in the next couple of days once I've actually figured out how to edit video, do you know what I mean? Quite drunk, dropped this a hell of a lot. Batteries never once popped out. It's solid. It just feels like a solid bit of kit. Considering that in the first impression of it, it was, do you know what I mean? It was so plasticky, it felt so light, it felt so flimsy. But once you throw a set of batteries into it, you've got a little powerhouse on your hand. It's a relatively cheap mod for a G186V. You're looking around the £50–60 mark, like £50 if you're buying online, £60 to £65 mark buying in a shop, because obviously overheads, etc, etc. You're always going to get things cheaper on the internet than you are from an actual brick and mortar shop. But that is life. You pay for the service as well. You all know how it is, you know what I mean? Without vape shops, a lot of people wouldn't have a clue about vaping. I know I wouldn't. So we are paying for the service as well in a shop. Also, it's social, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's social. Right, cons. Doesn't have a centre mounted 510. I would really like a centre mounted 510 on this, but hey, fingerprint magnet for me, that's a nitpicky con, do you know what I mean? Some people really hate it. People like me, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Really plasticky screen and the plasticky panels and that is too plasticky for me. I don't like it. That is definitely a con in my books. Anything else? Yeah, he's another pro. The whole entire mod, it's gorgeous, it's sleek, it's nice. I just wish it wasn't so bloody, clicky. Do you know what I mean? But it is really ergonomic. You can fire it however you want. Fire it by your base, fire it with your thumb, fire it with your finger, just squeeze your hands together. Bob's your uncle. Do you know what I mean? So, overall, I'm really impressed by this mod. It is nice, I like the packaging, like everything about it apart from the plasticky panels. That is a nitpicky, some people will hate that. If you're a kind of OCD kind of person, this mod's probably not for you. If you're more of the orientation of myself, as long as it works, as long as it performs, and it doesn't look too ugly, I'm not too worried, you know what I mean? As long as it performs and does what it says on the tin. Definitely feels like it hits the 200 mark, at least. Maybe not the 235, but definitely the 200 mark. It's got some power, it's got no ramp up time whatsoever. And I'm going to start wrapping this up now, guys. So, my name is Bobo. So, most of you know me by now, but if some of you don't, if you're a new visitor to this channel, I'm fairly new. I've been doing about 3 months and I've got just under 160 subscribers at this point, and thank you guys so much for that. It means the absolute world. I'm coming up to 3,000 views on the channel, and every day I just log on and go, do you know what I mean? But yeah, obviously we're the Vapery. Should be links down below to our Instagram, to our Facebook. Obviously you're already on our YouTube. I do say this almost every video. Also a big shout out to Spray Station Vapes. Go and check out his channel. I'll include the link down below. Really nice man. Andy, absolute legend. So thank you for all the shout outs you've given me. So he's wanted to return the favour to you. Include the link to his channel down below. Really nice man from Coventry. Yeah. Sound. Cheers for watching, guys. This has been the Innokin Proton. Not a bad mod at all. Out of a 10. Considering it is Innokin's first attempt at a dual battery mod, it's getting a 9. But not considering that, it's about a 6.5, maybe a 7. It does what it says on the tin, but it is a bit too plasticky. But considering it is the first attempt, it's a 9. It's good go. Right, see you all later, guys.